Contestant number 1, Ankit Mishra, GST, Government Sponsored Terrorism. GST, Government Sponsored Terrorism, Ankit Mishra.
Hey, you there at the back, what's the 3-letter institution that you wanted to get into after your 10th board examination? IIT? JEE? I wanted to get into Delhi Public School. DPS. Literally everyone in my school was preparing for the DPS entrance examinations. Now imagine this, I was in my 4th standard. I had come to Bhubaneswar for my summer's break, because that's what you do during the summers. I had come to DPS to receive my sister after her examination, and what do I find? In 4th floor, I find a couple of boys holding onto the windows rail and going absolutely berserk. I so felt at home at that point of time. I wanted to join them right away. However, much like a biscuit dipped in tea, our expectations were short-lived. All of us flunked the DPS entrance examinations. We had such high hopes. We wanted to date numerous amount of people irrespective of gender and quantity. We wanted to play in that huge field. We wanted to be the quintessential Rahul from Dil To Pagal Hai. But none of that happened. A week later, our board exams were announced. I had performed dismally over that as well. In fact, I banged the computer screen thrice. But the numbers did not change. What happened next was that I had a rejection from a life that I wanted to acceptance to a life that I did not anticipate. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at a tender age of 17, I got thrown into this jungle raj of education called a government college. Contest chair, Toastmasters, judges, and guests, raise your hands if you have ever studied in a government college. Look carefully around you. These are the people who studied in air-conditioned rooms, greeted their teachers at the loudest of their voices, going, "Good morning, miss," and had access to the luxuries of life like electricity and running water. Brace yourselves. Government college has arrived. So my first day into college, I bring my Top Gear bicycle because you never know who might ask for a lift. Only to be stopped by a senior. He gives me 1 hour long lecture on what is the optimum speed to ride a bicycle through the college gates. Next, I walk up to my college room, to the classroom where we had to study, and what do I find? I find a cow right next to the blackboard. I'm not even talking about the teacher. I looked around. 96 students, ladies and gentlemen, only 6 of them girls. 4 of them had short hair. 90 guys behind them, absolutely excited, very happy to have made so far in life. They were like, "Come on, buddy." I looked up. I found 2 pigeons flying through the ventilator. All I wanted ever in life, if not good grades, at least a lot of girls to study it. And what do I get in return? A cow, 2 pigeons, and 90 boys. I must say I was part of a wonderful ecosystem. Next up, we had our class. And the first class was mathematics. The teacher was assigned to us. His name was Meena Ketan. Now, Meena in Odia means a fish. Judges, I call this fish the body language. So Meena walks into the room. He puts his hands inside the pocket and he goes like this. "Have you guys seen infinity?" And being the studious kids that we were, we responded, and I quote, "No." So that day, Meena decided to show us infinity. He took out his chalk, turned over to the blackboard, and began writing 1, 2, 3, 4. He glanced back at us and again began 5, 6, 7, 8. He continued writing throughout the day. At one point of time, he exhausted the blackboard, so he started writing on the wall. We could not make a difference where he ended and the chalk dust began. So we decided to do what every board kid does. We began humming like bees. So it went like this. But Meena was no less of a champ. He quickly glanced back. Remember the time when you started something and your friends left midway? So it was basically like this. Meena had found his culprit. He took out his chalk, broke it into 2, preferably to make it aerodynamic, and flung his sharp at me. Let's just say that Meena has a great aim. Now, one fine day, I was at the parking lot and a friend of mine walked up to me and he said this, Ankit, do you want to see some magic? I said, absolutely. So he took out his phone, plugged in his SIM, and called up Meena Ketan. Now, be with me on this. What does Meena Ketan mean? Fish. Definitely not body language. It means fish. So the call goes like this. Hello, who is this? This is the Meena Ketan speaking. Hey, this is the crocodile speaking. And he hangs up. And then he says to me, Ankit, let me know when you do something wacky like this. I'm going to treat you for that. Months later, I needed to pee. In college, big mistake. So I find the washroom after an hour, which was built during the Stone Age. I walk up to it only to find it locked. I bang on the door, but nobody responds. As you guys know, I don't perform well under pressure, and I was under tremendous pressure at that point of time. So I took out a bucket that was right in front of me, filled it with water, and flung it inside the booth. Moments later, guess who emerged out of it? Meena Ketan looked at me, aghast. I looked at her. Wet Meena Ketan. Did you just throw water on me? No. All right, be very careful. There's someone who is throwing water from the top. Next day, I walk up to my friend and I say this. Guess what? The bullet has grazed past my head. Ladies and gentlemen, my time in a government college and my tryst with Meena Ketan has prepared me for life. If I can survive the government-sponsored terrorism, I might just survive the GST of today. Which is why I leave you with a message. A mind filled with fear has no place for dreams. Which is why you must go out of here and make memories. Which is why you must find your Meena Ketan. Which is why I leave you with one single question. Have you found your Meena Ketan yet? God is share.